presentation, I'm going to talk about why we started editing YouTube's automatic captions in our library videos, the benefits of captioned videos, the challenges we encountered and the lessons learned, and the development of guidelines and standards for video captioning for library staff. Just a quick note about terminology. When referring to words that appear on the screen of a video, many people tend to use the term captions and subtitles interchangeably. Captions are designed for viewers who cannot hear the audio in the video, and subtitles are designed for viewers who can hear but do not understand the language. So in my title, I use subtitles because I thought it was a more universal term, but today I will be talking about captioning. So why did we start editing captions? Well, the first thing was we had a review of our style of training videos, and editing captions was suggested as a part of that review. So it was already a tool at our disposal. And due to the pandemic, our online presence and online training had increased dramatically. When we were running one of our online training programs, we received a request from a student which read, hard of hearing, limited vision, need transcripts and print materials of any YouTube, etc. Now, I just want to mention as well that Zoom live captioning is of similar standard to YouTube captioning, so there was a need for transcripts and extra material. We had edited YouTube's automatic captioning to produce the materials, and with a focus firmly on videos as a learning resource, the opportunity to caption our videos was one we could not pass up. So why do we need to edit captions? YouTube's auto-generated captions are not accurate. Drumcondra can be captioned as from Condra, and plagiarism has been captioned as tourism. So you can imagine the confusion generated when you're watching a video without sound. This is a screenshot of the YouTube's caption editing screen, and you can see you can edit that text as you would a text document. You can also copy and paste the text into a Word or Google document if you need to send a transcript to someone. If we take a closer look at the text, I've highlighted the bits that we need to edit in red. As you can see here, it does get a lot of the words right, so it's a good starting point. But if that was your only reference, it's really hard to figure out what is happening. There is also no punctuation or capitalization, so that needs to be added. There are also other issues. We had questions such as what parts of speech to leave in and out, and we wanted to standardize our subtitles across the board. So we had no way of gauging the impact on customer services at this point. We had our theories, but looking at the literature, we found out a few things. We wanted to reach people who are deaf or hard of hearing, but captions are also of major benefit to other cohorts of disabilities, such as learning disabilities and neurological disorders, because viewers are able to both see and hear the contents of the video simultaneously. Students with disabilities now make up more than 5% of the student population in higher education. There are also wider benefits to the wider community. They're also used by viewers when they're in environments where the audio is difficult to hear or intentionally muted, such as a library. Closed captions can be helpful to second language learners and those who speak a different dialect and those who prefer to access information through a text rather than an auditory channel, or those unfamiliar with some of the vocabulary in the audio narration, such as library jargon. Studies show that learners process information more effectively if it is presented in more than one sensory mode. There are also benefits to the library. Viewers were 80% more likely to view a video until the end if captions were included. On Facebook, 85% of videos were watched on mute. The subtitles help with search engine optimization as well, because Google indexes captions that you've added to videos. They don't index automatically generated captions like those YouTube can add for you. So what were the challenges? Well, it is very time consuming. A 1 hour video can take up to 4 hours to edit, depending on how much editing you need to do. Some people have very clear enunciation and pronunciation and do not require much editing, and others are less lucky. There were issues as well with standardization of our captions, as I said earlier. Once you get down to editing, and especially as a team, you encounter many questions, such as how do we represent speech in written form? We also needed all staff to be on board and to attempt to edit their own videos, as it is easier for them to figure out their own voice. But as time constraints and desire to grapple with technology may vary, it tends to fall on some members of staff to do the bulk of the work. We had 121 videos to caption, so we needed to prioritize which videos needed captioning first. This presented the opportunity to review and weed the video collection in our YouTube channel. We prioritized the most popular videos and worked our way through the list on that basis. To overcome the challenges and to ensure a consistent approach to video captioning, we developed a guide called DCU Libraries Captioning Best Practices and Subtitle Guidelines. And I'm going to put a link to that in the chat now, so you can have a look at it there. Which we made available. We have made this available under a Creative Commons license, so you can adapt it to your own purposes with attribution. I'm just going to highlight a few bits of the guide now so you can see what it's like. Like yes. Okay, so one of the things that we learned from the guide from our literature review, is that too many characters per line make the viewer's eye move far across the screen, which isn't ideal. So you have to aim for a maximum of 37 characters per line, including spaces and punctuation marks. Also, when you're you can edit out don't caption as, ers, or sounds like coughing unless they're essential part of the audio track. But don't automatically edit out words like but, so, or to, well, or actually. They may be short, but they can be essential for expressing meaning. And if there is silence, do caption it as silence or long pause, because some people might think that the captioning has stopped or there is something wrong with it. And also, if you don't understand something, don't have a stab at it, just write unintelligible. We will promote our captions, and there are many benefits to students during the academic year, and we will be reviewing their impact at a later date. This is a screenshot of the finished product, and if you want to check out more videos, please visit our YouTube channel at DCU Library. My email is there if you wish to contact me, and that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.